Hello there, in this video I'm going to tell you how I made £5,000 profit selling gold. I'm going to tell you how I did that. Crucially, I'm going to review a company called Atkinsons, which is how I actually managed to sell my gold. So gold is a precious metal. It's valuable. People get it for jewellery. People get it to invest. I've made videos about gold in the past, and there are lots of other great sources that give you much more information about gold. But essentially, around the late 2015, middle of 2016 time, I decided to invest in gold. So I got into a sort of probably a YouTube spiral of videos telling me that gold and silver were tremendously undervalued. There's a feeling among collectors of gold and silver, some of them, that the prices of those precious metals are artificially subdued by some process, whether it's the electronic production of gold and silver, because you can go to trading websites and buy gold that you never really own, which of course is quite an easy way of doing it, assuming it doesn't all go bust and it becomes apparent that there's more paper gold in the world than there is real gold. Then I looked at the price of gold and silver at around that time, and it was about £800 for an ounce of gold. I decided to invest in gold coins in the hope that they would increase in value. The route I went down was to buy gold coins called the Gold Britannia. These are coins that actually do have a cash value of £100, okay, which isn't very much, but it does mean that if the price of gold absolutely plummeted to the bottom, the actual minimum that you would have is £100. But obviously, you hope that a gold coin that you spent 700 quid on is worth a lot more than £100. So why did I buy gold coins and not gold bars or gold jewellery, or why did I not do that? Well, the reason is that actually these Britannia coins, because they have a monetary value, they are actually recognised currency here in the UK, although you'd be mad to do your weekly shop with a £100 gold coin. They are exempt from what's called capital gains tax. Okay, so if I bought 10,000 quid's worth of gold bars and then sold them for a profit later on, assuming they were above a certain capital gains tax threshold, which from memory is about 9 grand, but don't quote me on that, go and check, then you pay capital gains tax 10%. I might put the actual numbers on the screen, which will make me look a fool after the event. But yeah, you have to pay tax on it. And I'd obviously thought, well, you know, my gold's going to go up hugely, so I don't want to be paying capital gains tax. I bought, believe it or not, 8 gold Britannia coins, which you can see a picture of here. And I paid between £700 and £800 per coin. So it's quite a lot of money to have invested in it, and you know, I'd saved that money from my day job. Fast forward, actually only about a year, and the price of gold increased a little bit. But I kept hold of them because I was stacking for an apocalypse. Everything went really wrong, those coins would be worth a fortune. The UK housing market, which underpins our entire economy, say it collapsed, what would happen? The price of gold should go through the roof. So I kept the coins through thick and thin. Let's fast forward to 2020 and the coronavirus pandemic. The price of gold, it went up a lot, and gold was its highest value it had ever been. And my gold coins had essentially doubled in value. Doubling your money is a fantastic return, and greed is the biggest downfall of people who invest, thinking things will go up and up and up inexorably. I did actually get my gold coins ready to package off to someone, and then one day the price kind of fell by 100 quid a coin or something, and I thought, I'm not sure I can be bothered to do it now. So back those coins went into their secure location, which was a fake book. So it looked like a dictionary from the outside, but it was actually a sort of safe book, because you've got to look after these things. The price started to fall, and I thought, I missed the peak. But anyway, it wasn't really the purpose of buying those gold coins. And fast forward again, probably another year, to essentially about a month ago, and for a reason that I will tell you about in a future video, I needed that cash So I decided to sell my gold coins. So those coins are worth about £10,400. You don't just want to stick them in an uninsured envelope, post them off to somewhere. You don't really want to kind of trot off in your car to your local coin shop with 10 grand's worth of coins in your car in case you get mugged. Okay, quite unlikely, I hasten to add, but still, you want to minimise your risks when you're dealing with large-ish sums of money. So what did I do? Well, I'd actually bought a lot of these coins, I think 6 out of the 8 of them, from a company called Atkinsons here in the UK, which, like a lot of gold and silver companies, jewellers, people who sell bullion, scrap dealers, is based in Birmingham in the UK. So there's loads of companies like that in Birmingham, probably for historical reasons, probably assay centres or whatever they're called, places that used to stamp gold and silver to verify their purity. So I went to a reputable company when I bought these coins, and I thought, well, I'm going to go back to this company. So I checked a lot of other dealers online. A lot of dealers only give you scrap value for these coins. Now, obviously, because they are exempt from capital gains tax and arguably to some extent are some kind of collector's item, they do have an extra value attached to them beyond scrap. Went on the Atkinsons website and they said these are the live prices. Obviously, they could go up, they could go down, depending on what the value is when we receive your gold. But these are the prices, and they were reasonable prices. So I phoned the company up to make sure, and I said, look, be straight with me here. Are these the values that I'm going to get or not? I understand the prices fluctuate, but are you just going to get them and say they're worth 10% less? No, the prices on the website are the price you will get, so which is very reasonable. So I thought, kind of nervously, I thought I will give this a go. So how did I send £10,400 worth of gold to Atkinsons? Well, actually, there isn't a kind of mainstream postal service here in the UK that will insure a parcel up to that value. And I wanted to send them by Royal Mail special next day delivery, which would ensure, or it's supposed to ensure, that they get there before 1 p.m. the next day. They make some caveats now surrounding coronavirus. Your item might not get there due to the coronavirus. Basically, the maximum you can insure a parcel for is £2,500. So I thought, well, I'll risk the extra 400 quid from the total value of these, and I shall send 4 separate parcels, each one valued at £2,500 with 2 gold coins in. So I filled in this form, I printed 4 of the forms. On the forms I put 1 of 4, 2 of 4, etc. so that, you could link up the parcels. I sent them an email to say, I'm sending you 4 parcels, here are the tracking numbers, and here's what's in them. Please let me know when they've been received. So I posted them. They were cheap because, of course, a gold coin actually like that is about 33 grams, okay? So they cost, I think, about £9 each to send. Basically just packaged them so that the coins wouldn't rattle around inside, and so that, they couldn't accidentally open and the coins fall out. So they received the coins, and then, as promised, exactly on the Atkinsons website, I got a phone call telling me the value of the coins at that time. They had gone down, I think, by sort of £5 or £10 a coin, but nothing in the scheme of things, really. In fact, in the following days, they went down by tens and tens of pounds, so I sold at exactly the right time, I think. They quoted me a total price, which was very fair, and within, I think, 2 days, the next 2 days, I received the payment as a transfer to my bank account. Now, I wanted to have proof that that money just hadn't come from outer space or from my business as a international super spy. So I got Atkinsons to send me an invoice to confirm where that money had come from. So I've no longer got the gold coins, but I spent £6,000 on them and made 10,000 something in total. I made several £1,000s from selling these gold coins, and I can recommend Atkinsons as a service for getting rid of your bullion. Would I recommend gold as an investment now? Well, I'm not going to give you financial advice, but I happened to buy gold when it was at its lowest in the last 10 years. There was money to be made back in 2015, 2016 if you bought gold then and you kept it a long time. So, I mean, it's worth considering if you've got a lot of gold now, that maybe it might be a time, it's up to you, if you want to get rid of it. So Patreons get early access to all of my videos a week early. They're scrolling down the screen now. Special thanks to George Foote, Magnanimous Meg, Jim McCaig, Jennifer Jones, and Ross Carter, who are very generous patrons. Do subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and I shall see you next time for another one.